Hi, welcome to Paul's Tackle Reviews. My name's Paul Cresswell. The purpose of this YouTube channel is to give you some independent, unbiased reviews from an unsponsored angler, which is me, of tackle that's been out on the bank and tried and tested over a long period of time. Today I'm looking at orange again. We've got Guru orange, so inevitably this is going to polarize opinion, and I'm looking at the Guru Reaper front and rear rod rests, how I use them, and the two brackets that I use to support them when I'm fishing. There's going to be a couple of short videos at the end. One is showing the setup and how I have it on my box, and then the other one is going to show how the rear rest in particular provides support to stop your rod coming out, and you'll see me hitting the rod, and so you can get an idea of how sturdy the rear rest is. So let's look at the rear rest to start with, and it's that little bit at the top there, and these are around £8. I've got this on a short Maver arm, no particular reason, just availability, and I put that, I'm sat facing that way, that goes on the top of the leg on my box, the middle leg, and I have it kind of pointing out at kind of 2 o'clock, and then that's pointing down to where the rod's gonna go. This Maver has a little clip, and you can do that, and you can then leave that on your box if you wanted to do, but as it goes on the top of the leg, I just put it on and take it off as I need to do. So the gap at the top there of this rest is 7 centimeters, and inside at the bottom is 2.5 centimeters. So you're going to have some pretty kind of narrow rod not to get some purchase within there. It is grippy, and you'll see on the videos at the end, it really does give you some great protection to stop your rod being pulled in. And I got both of these last year after my rod went sailing in. Thankfully I got the landing net, managed to fish it back, but there's plenty of cases of people who've lost their rods and reels after they've been pulled in, when they're maybe just looking away or fiddling with some bait on the left hand side. This gives you a lot of protection. What I will say is you can just rest your rod in the top and it will come out easy, so it's the best of both worlds really. Let's look at the front rest, and this is approximately 20 centimeters wide. There are 11 notches on there. These are around £15, and I've got it set with the two ends pointing up. Now you can push this in, and you could have it so that it was flat at one end. I'll try and put a photo, or you could put it so you had the little spike at that end. I don't know why you would, it's only on a spring. I just have it set so that they are both pointing upwards at any particular time. I've never struck with the rod and caught that, so it does offer some protection again if your rod's getting dragged in. I would say very occasionally I put my rod in there and the line gets trapped between the rod and the rest. Maybe if they were a bit more of a V, that wouldn't be a problem, but it's not something that's a worry while I'm using it. I'm quite happy to use it on any part of this rest, and quite often I might have a rod that I'm using across my lap, and I might use it at that end, and then I might switch to a rod where I'm sat and I'm putting it in the rest, and it's maybe a method feeder, and I'll put it in the other end. It works just fine. So I put this into a Matrix arm that I've had a couple of years. Now with the Matrix arm, I'll put a photo, you get a little insert there that you put on the device, and then put that in there and it locks in place. No, it didn't. And then when I finished at the end of the day, you press the button and you pull it out. And I tend to carry that attached to my box at the back of the box, so it's one less thing to kind of put in the bag or whatever. So this is an adjustable arm, and there's a clip there, and the minimum distance from the middle of the leg to where the rod rest will be is 52 centimeters, but at full length it's 88 centimeters. But what I tend to try and do is try and find a spot, depending on which rod I'm using, where it's in the rear rest, it's in the front rest, and there's a ring pushing up to the rod rest to give a little bit more security. You can adjust the tilt of this so that you can have it maybe pointing down from you, and where you've got banks where maybe you're sat on a platform and you're quite high off the water and you might only be using a 9-10 foot rod, that's really useful because you can still get the tip near the water. They do sell, all brands sell standard just one piece that's like that, and you can't adjust up and down. And I think you could find circumstances where you've got your rod too high off the water. I always put my rear one in the same place, so the rod's always in the same place to grab, and I find that's really useful. That fits 25mm legs with the blue insert, grey insert, 30mm legs, which is what I have. No insert, you're looking at 36mm legs. It's really good, strong connection to your box, and as an arm I find there's hardly any bounce. It's a really good stiff arm so that you've not got problems in the wind. It works really well. So I'll put the two videos on now, very short videos to show you that, and then I'll come back and sum up at the end. So welcome back. I hope those videos showed how good these two bits of kit are and how I use them on my box. As I always say, just because something works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but I'll give you some ideas to make your own minds up. I think they're great pieces of kit, and it's kind of a tick in the box. Rod rest done for me. That sorts me out whatever venue I'm fishing. I'm going to put up there a list of my most watched videos. I've got so many now I can't list them all there. We've got several thousand views of these, so please have a look at these on my YouTube channel. If you want to give me a thumbs up, that's great. It helps spurs me on and keeps me going with these. I'm doing a video once a week, at least once a week. If you hit subscribe, you'll get automatically notified of forthcoming videos. And the next two videos, I'm going to do a what's in my box, kind of what's in my trays, what do I carry. Now, you see a lot of people do these videos and they're all sponsored, and lo and behold, everything in there is from the same people. That's not my box. I've got mix and match, and I'll take you through all the little things that I use. And then the video after that, I'm going to look at the keep nets I've got, and I've got keep nets from Keep Nets Direct, from Drennan and from Preston. And I'll show you, now the weather's better, I can get outside and I'll take you through those keep nets. Thanks very much for watching. Tight lines.